The world's biggest energy exporters will soon have a new prime minister after an election that's centred on fossil fuels and the climate change. Norway's main opposition Labour Party is beginning coalition talks after defeating the ruling Conservatives. The Greens did worse than expected. Oil and natural gas accounts for more than 40% of Norway's exports. At the same time, the country wants to become carbon neutral by 2030, a lot earlier than many countries. Norway already relies heavily on hydroelectricity for its power supply. The Labour leader set out the challenges ahead.
I would really argue that we have 9 years to achieve 2030 goals in meeting the Paris objectives. So we will cut 55% of our emissions. That's a huge transition. So we have to really get going during these first 4 years and do that in a tangible way.
Hilde Aasheim is the president and CEO of Norsk Hydro, the Norwegian aluminium and renewables company. She joins me from Oslo via Skype. Ma'am, thank you for taking the time. First of all, let's just get rid of the politics of it. Do you worry about this new government? Do you fear? I mean, it's a more central government, so less radical than than it could have been. But do you see a major shift in policy coming that could affect your company?
Well, first of all, I think that we are all concerned about the climate challenge and the fact that the climate was such a big discussion in the election campaign now up to last night is, I think we all expected. I think that, and it's evident that the Norwegian government will follow the Paris Agreement and also look to Fit for 55, which is the EU roadmap. But I'm not so fearful because I believe that in Norway we have this good tradition of sitting down the industry and the politicians to see how we can find a way to enable this transition while at the same time trying to preserve workplaces as well as competitiveness.
The aluminium industry as such, and if we look at the difficulties of supply chain at the moment of commodities and commodity markets, and at the same time balance that off against the necessity of sustainability, do you feel that you're unfairly under threat?
No, not at the position that we have in Hydro, because we are in a position where we produce low carbon aluminium quite well already. We have taken out 70% of the carbon since 1990, and we are continuing to take out the carbon from our processes. Right now, there is a real pull for aluminium. The demand has recovered quite well after the pandemic. But also what is interesting is to see also that the demand is coming now towards aluminium for electrification of the car, and also the more aluminium in the building and construction industry to improve the energy efficiency. So aluminium is the metal for the future, but obviously it has to be produced with as low carbon footprint as possible, and then it's very dependent on what the energy source you have. And in Norway we have the renewable energy from the hydropower, as you just said,
which is a huge benefit for yourselves. But I look at your industry now. You know, obviously over the last 4 or 5 years there was the Trump tariffs on aluminium, and we've had the prospect of dumping by other countries, and we have the whole question of sustainability. So where do you grow as a high cost country? And by that I mean high social taxes. The cost of a cup of coffee in Oslo is simply you need a mortgage and a bank loan. How does a company like you grow?
Well, we would like to particularly now grow in recycling, in bringing back the aluminium from after use. And that's an area where we have high ambitions to double our use of post-consumer scrap aluminium that has been in use, where we only need 5% of the energy to recycle. That's particularly an area that we would like to grow, and which really match our capabilities.
And when you look at international regulators, finally, and you look at the international agreements, what is it you need most now? What is it you most need from government, besides obviously an element of continuity and certainty? But what regulatory change do you need that will help you reach that sustainability goal that the whole aluminium industry is seeking?
We need much more renewable energy. We need wind power, we need solar power, we need hydropower, and we need hydrogen in the energy mix. In order to produce aluminium in a sustainable way, it needs to be produced with a renewable energy source. And when you look at the targets for 2030 and to 2050, there's a huge amount of renewable energy that has to come into the equation in order to meet the target when it comes to the decarbonization and the electrification.
Hilde, we'll talk more. Thank you. First time you've had you, we've been able to have you on Crest Means Business. I promise you, ma'am, it won't be the last. Thank you.